Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, Kelly. All right, so welcome, and let's practice. On the way, I guess I'll figure out where we got to. Okay, prepare. Opening. Three rings around the moon. Two. Three. Big Dipper. Swallow skims the water. Block and sweep to the right. To the left. Little Dipper. Swallow returns to nest. Agile cat. Catches a mouse. Phoenix lifts head. Wasp enters the cave. Phoenix opens right wing. Little Dipper. Phoenix opens left wing. Waiting for fish. Put him on the grid, Dempsey. Okay. Okay, again. So last week we did waiting for fish. Is that it only? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Somehow I was going to make it up to you this week, I think, is what I said. So. All right. Prepare. Opening. Three rings around the moon. One. Two. Three. Big Dipper. Swallow skims the water. Block and sweep. Right. Left. Little Dipper. Swallow returns to nest. Agile cat. Catches a mouse. Phoenix lifts head. Wasp enters the cave. Phoenix opens right wing. Little Dipper. Phoenix opens left wing. Waiting for fish. Okay. I'll call it and watch you do it up to there. And then we'll review what we did last week or the week before too. Okay? So prepare. Nancy, watch them. Prepare. Opening. Three rings around the moon. One. Two. Three. Big Dipper. Swallow skims the water. Block and sweep to the right, to the left. Little dipper. Swallow returns to nest. Agile cat. Catches a mouse. Phoenix lifts head. Wasp enters the cave. Phoenix opens right wing. Little dipper. Phoenix opens left wing. And waiting for fish. Oh, okay, good. That's good. I'm glad everybody seems to remember the order and not need me that much. Okay, well, I have one thing is after we to do Phoenix opens right wing. We're like this. I want you to do something like this. Back. I want you to make a circle. So feel from here like turning and opening your arms. Try to keep the sword pointed towards the corner though. Open your arms and turning. Then shift back. Close your arms. Circle closed and step. And then open. Okay? So I don't want you, there's other styles of Tai Chi where they don't circle the left hand very much, or the hand that ends up on top. They might just go like this and just lift it, you know, even in the hand form. So we have things like that. For our style, we circle the ball kind of thing, roll the ball. Okay, so try to put the circle in there for open and then close, okay, and that will make it more smooth. Let's try that one time, a couple times. Good. Miranda, that's good. Good. Okay. All right, so I have one thing there. I want you to do like this, I think. I want you to feel from here and turning and open. Now, I want you to point to the corner. So if I just turn and do nothing, my sword will come over here, right? So I don't want to do that. I need to, when I turn, I need to curve my arm, okay? And you can still make a little circle like this. A little circle. Open and close. But I don't want you to first is pull it back. It isn't pull it back and then push it in. Okay? It's making a little circle. So from here, circle, close, step, open. Okay? So a little circle. And not too sharp of an angle with your elbow. It isn't pull on it, it's just circle it. Okay, that's better, I think. Okay, all right. Then after that, the little dipper is to the left and up, okay? And then down and step, and then up and step, okay? So just feel making a big, one whole circle. From here, big circle and up. That's the energy of it, all right? I think we said last week maybe when you circle it back, feel circling it to the corner back, okay? So I said to the left, it is to the left. But don't feel to the left over here in front of you. Feel back here. Back. Feel like that, okay? Bigger. That's a bigger circle. Okay. Try it a couple times on your own. Empty stance at the end, Rita. Empty stance. Bend your knee. Is your right knee bent? Don't stand up. I'll show it this direction. From here, you go like this, step. Now my right leg is bent. Lift up, but don't stand up. So don't go standing up. Okay, it is not standing up at the end.
Okay.
Okay. Right. All right. Miranda, if you could have this look to it, circle, and then from down, up. See? Down, and just make it one whole circle. From here, keep your arms straight, up, towards the corner direction, and at the end it's hanging down. You're somehow coming up, and it kind of looks like pushing it up. It's the tip, you're swinging the tip around, and you want to cut up like somebody from here, like from the crotch up, basically. So you want to come in like at the crotch level and then just lift it up and just cut it, okay, with the tip.
Sure.
The energy is on the tip. That's better. That's better energy, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so for each of the movements, when we are learning it, we have to learn what we're trying to do, and then after a while it'll be a habit, and you don't have to really think about it anymore. But here we want the tip, and so if you look like pushing, you know, that is not energy in the tip. The energy in the tip is the tip making the circle, okay? The tip makes the circle, that's going to cut with the tip. Okay, and then for the slices, you know, it's looking like slicing bread or something. That's using the edge, okay? And so those kind of things. Chopping is using the middle to try to chop something, cut it in half. So we have to know where in the blade we're using it and what we're trying to do with it. Okay, all right, we'll go, if no questions, we'll go to the next one. Phoenix opens left wing. All right? From here, Phoenix opens left wing. 1 is step, 2 is shift and circle down. Your left hand, start to push down with your right hand, and you're on your right heel. 3 is your left hand comes up and your right hand continues down, and you end up in this figure 8 and you push down, you root. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So on your own. I would say for the energy for this one, I want the energy to be like this. First you step. 1 is I feel down, okay? I feel shift and down with my left arm. That's the opening your left wing. Down, that's starting to open. And then starting to go down, and then the energy is basically down, okay? Push down with the right hand. So I want you to show this with the left hand coming to balance it, but the energy is like really down on the, pushing down the handle and making your sword flat. So it is angled, and then sideways, angled, and then flat. See, push down the handle, push down on the handle, and make it flat.
So what's the coordination between the hands and the feet? So when do you transfer to the toe?
Okay,
From
so
the heel.
here, 1 is you step back, 2 is back on the heel, and now your weight is basically off the heel now, okay? Off the heel. And then 3 is land and push down on your right hand as you push into the floor. Okay, those go together basically, okay?
Okay.
So when you feel the rooting, that's when you're pushing down also with on the handle, okay? So if you push down and then you land. It's too late. They need to go together. Okay, land and push down at the same time. Root and push down. I'll put it that way. I would say it's similar to the hand form. Anytime you're using your weapon here, you need your body to be coordinated with it. All right. So if you land and then the two hands go down, or I'll say you land and you put weight, and then the two hands go down, that isn't connected to anything. It needs to feel your body moving with your hand. Okay. So save something. Yours is a little, I think, Kelly, too low. You're pushing down your hips just out to the side, okay, middle of your body, middle of your upper body. Yeah, that height. Don't push below there. I would say when you feel push down and feel like there's something pushing back, kind of. There's something there, okay, so you push down onto it with the right hand. The left hand is not pushing down. The left hand is doing the opposite of the right hand to balance, okay, but the right hand feels push and kind of feel like there's something at that level, middle of your body, and there's support there, okay? And that's coming from your foot. So when you're pushing in the floor, that will sort of support the pushing, going down anymore. Now you can't go down. Your hand goes down with your body. Do you have something to say, Sar? No? Okay. Okay. That's good. Cesar's good. Kelly, that's good. Alan, I can't see exactly how high your right hand is. Your other picture is sort of in the way. Is level? If it's level, then that's good. All right, that's better. It looks too low to me. Is it middle of your body? Are they level? Level? Or are they down? Is it down here?
They're the same height, but I think they were lower. Yes. So
Okay.
Higher. Okay.
Yeah. So the middle. So
Okay.
it's a little bit lower than your chest height, I think. Middle of your body, I think, is good. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got Cheryl now. So. Somehow, were you not there? I didn't see you, I think.
No, I'm here. I just have my camera off.
Oh,
It's
okay.
hard to move in this very small space I have, so I'm just doing single movements.
Okay, all right. Chu looks good. Okay, all right, so that's this one, I think. I think everybody can do this one. All right, so the next one is what we did last week, waiting for fish. Okay, do you remember how to do it? I'll do it this direction. You're on the ball. You turn and drop the tip and come to the side and back. I was going to say that. It's more like 1, 2. So 1, and then pick up your weight. You're shifting back a little bit. Pick the weight up off your ball. And for 2, swing the sword forward. Up and forward. Remember, don't point it behind you towards the center. Okay, it needs to point out. I can't show it. Point out, not in. Okay, so then when you swing it, you won't have a danger of hitting yourself in the head. Right, and try to make it right in the center line, and your arm is a little bit twisted. It's sort of twisted there. It's a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but you'll get used to it. You're getting pretty close to your head there, Kelly.
I have a question.
Yes.
I keep hitting my light fixture. Does this move just go high and I just need to move, or am I doing something wrong?
Well, I have my ceiling is more than 8 feet. It's like 8.5 feet. But I don't know how low your light fixture is, but the tip does go up. Look, so maybe it's 7 feet, something like that. Your hand doesn't go up. It goes around your elbow, and your elbow doesn't go up. But yes, it does go up. So you might have to modify it for your room, I guess.
Thanks.
Maybe get one of those ceiling ones right against the ceiling. Kelly, you're going back too much behind you with the tip. The tip needs to be out a little bit.
So it's just going straight back, like in the straight direction?
Okay, it should go at least straight. It could be a little bit more open than that if you want, but don't go in.
Okay.
Because when you swing it, that puts it close to your head. So if it's out, see, it's just at the side, and it won't hit you accidentally. But if you make a habit of going like behind you and come up, then you have to be really, really careful. And I know somebody has hit them in the ear, at least hit them in the ear. Okay, and so if it were sharp, he would be missing part of his ear.
I like to live on the edge.
Yeah. That is the edge. Okay. Okay, good. Cesar's good. If you could everybody face the camera when you practice this, that'll help me see you better than the side for this one. What, Kelly? Alan's good.
I feel like in the final position.
Kelly, go.
I feel like in the final position, I lose my shape. Am I putting my hand in the wrong place?
Okay, so the end position is like this. Your body is open to the left. Okay, it is not square. So if so you turn here, you turn left, and you turn about to the straight direction. You turn back, but you don't turn to square because yes, you can't open. You have to be open. All right, so you have to be open to the corner.
Okay, thank you. I think I was turning too square. Thank you.
Cheryl?
Could you do that movement and turn to your right 45 to the side wall to your right? Yeah.
All right. From here, 1, 2.
One more time, please.
Okay. 1, 2.
Thank you.
Okay. So Miranda, bend your arm, your right arm a little bit more. So like this shape. Okay. And yeah, not too straight at the end. A little bit bent. That will hopefully help you to twist. If it's too straight, anyway, bend it. It's got a little bend in it. You kind of have to have a circle, look like your circle like this. So with your arms bent, it gives you the circle still. Okay.
It's more like this. A little bit.
I'm sorry, Miranda, right?
Yeah.
All right, do it again.
Okay.
You need to turn more. First, turn to the left. So like here, look at me. Turn. See? So your arms cross, and you turn easily. If you don't try to do it just like with your arms. Remember I told you the story about somebody said that couldn't work, and then he broke his wrist with a wooden sword. It isn't this movement. It kind of looks like that, where you just like put it on the side and flip your wrist over. It isn't that. It's your whole body turns and shifts back. Then your whole body comes to turns right and goes forward. Okay, it's got your body behind it. Okay, so turn more and then turn back. That's better. Are you hitting the ceiling too? Or?
Yeah, I've got a ceiling fan smack dab in the middle, so it's a little bit of trying to avoid that.
Yeah, the weapons are a little too big for the house indoors, really.
That, and I have a small apartment. So either way, I either have to avoid my TV, my couch, or something. So it's a little interesting.
So, sometimes you can use something like, I have a pole here, so it's a little shorter. Let's see, it's just like 6 inches shorter than the sword, and it's about a 1-inch little tube. Okay, so you can still do those kind of things with it. It doesn't have an edge that you can see, but you know, so you have to be careful. Here I would say it's palm up, so that's enough, and stuff like that. But you can still do the things, and then you're not going to hit things. So maybe indoors you would want to use a dowel, or you know, part of a broomstick or something that's about 3 feet or something, where you could make it fit in your room, and then not have to worry about destroying stuff. You know.
Right. No, I'm gonna have to go look for something like that because it's interesting with the sword right now.
Yeah, no, it's got some part. This one's probably the highest one. Usually we make this kind of circle. It's lower. That's lower than that, I think. So this big circle is less, but this goes higher, I think, a little bit higher. So
yeah,
be careful with this one. Okay. Okay, we happy with this one? I think I looked at most people. If you have a question, just ask. Okay, then we'll go on. Okay, so maybe I'll use my stick. All right, so from after, what direction? This way, I think. After we do something called poke. What do we do? Poking the grass, seeking the snake. Okay. So here we have two parts. I'll show it. Maybe I'll have to use the sword just to show it. We're going to do zigzag stepping. Okay. So this is the first time for here. Now we've done zigzag stepping in the hand form, wild horse partus main, right? So this is like that. We only go forward. We don't shift back. Okay. In the hand form, we shift back. So here we step for a zigzag step and open and then poke. Then we turn right, bring it back, zigzag stepping, 2, then 3. Only go forward, see? 3. So poking the grass, seeking the snake, looking for the snake. All right, so the zigzag step, maybe we'll just make sure we can do it. I'm like this, okay? I'm going to, from here, I'm going to pull my, pull my hand to the right and back. Both hands go to the right and bring my foot in and step out for a zigzag step. Zigzag means inside the corners, not to the corners, inside, right? And then from there, bend my knee, poke, bow stance, modified bow stance. From there, don't go back. Just go forward some more and turn right. Bring your foot in a little step out, inside the corner. Then make a bow stance from the left, okay? Then go forward, don't shift back. Bring the sword in, turn to the right, bring it back, step, 1, 2, 3. So the zigzag step is just bow stance, okay? No, not going back, only going forward. Is that easy? Everybody some of you, this is new to, right? So if it's new, that's the difference, all right? So here, from here, zigzag step, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Not back, open your toe, forward. You know, that's the hand form one. Okay, only going forward. We don't have the time doing the weapons to add that little back and forward in there. Okay. All right, so then how do we do the hands? We're going to do, these 3 of them are similar. 1 and 3 are pretty similar, and the second one is from the left side, and that's different, but they all have a similar pattern. Actually, the pattern is first you bring everything to the right. That's 1, okay? And for this first one, I'll just talk about the hands. 1, bring it to the right. 2, is when you step and your left hand opens up, okay? And it opens basically towards the corner, but it doesn't open pointing at the corner, but it slides out cornery direction. And then 3, you turn your body and you poke from the side towards the center line. The tip ends up in the center line, okay, of straight, okay, straight direction. From here, poke. When you bring it back, your arm is kind of straight now. When you go to thrust, it's a thrust. Bend your elbow a little bit, then straighten it again. So you put a little bit of elbow, a little bit of arm energy in it, right? So there's a little bend and straighten. There's a little bit of this in it, okay? But most of the energy is, well, where does your energy come from? It comes from your legs, making your bow stance. It comes from your body turning, that's the second amount, and then it does have a little bit of extending from your arm. So those three parts, okay? So, but it isn't just turning and just swing it over there. It does try to make it more in a straight line, bend your arm a little bit, and then extend it. All right, so that's number one. So let's try that. From here, we'll try to do it together. It starts with it, empty stance, right? Empty stance. One is turn the sword over, pull it back, bring your foot in. Okay. Two is step out and open your left hand, but the sword is already back. Three, bow stance and thrust to the center line. Okay. All right, good. So 1, 2, 3. Try it again. 1, turn right, bring the sword back and bring your foot in. 2, step out for your zigzag step and open your left hand. 3, thrust and bow stance. Thrust diagonally forward. The idea of poking the grass is that there is somebody, maybe, you can imagine there's a tree, the guy's hiding behind a tree, okay? So he's hiding behind a tree, you try to go from the side, right? You can't you can't thrust this way. You did some other thrusting like that, right? Where you try to poke at his knee, or you might thrust towards his head or something, but there's a tree there. So maybe there's another person there. Cheryl, okay. So anyway, you can't get to him in a straight line. You can't get to him directly, right? There's something in the way. So from the side, okay? We go from the side to try to go around the obstacle. So that's the point of it. But it's still thrusting. So it's in a way thrusting. Here we're going to thrust, and it's going to be palm down. All of our other thrusts have ended up palm up. Okay, so try it again. 1, bring your foot in, bring the sword back. 2, step out and open your left hand. 3, thrust. And your left hand comes back in, and your arm, basically your palm points at your forearm, your right arm. Okay, like this. I would say your two hands here are in the line of your your right leg. Okay, just like when we did the slicing. Do you remember slicing? We sliced to the right, and then we're like this. That was a zigzag step too, actually, right? So we already did zigzag step. But anyway, so from here, and your hands are there. It's just pointed towards the hands are in the same place. Okay, it's just pointed out more, forward more, instead of back a little bit. Okay, so the hands are in the same place. That's the first one. Try it again. From here, this is the easy one. All right. So 1 is bring the sword back, turn right, and bring your foot in. 2 is step out and open your left hand. 3, thrust. Bow stance. Good. Okay. On your own, do it. Do it a few times on your own. You have to turn your body first to the right, and with the thrust, then you turn to the left. First turn right, then turn left. Okay, Alan. So when you do this one, I hope you can see this direction. From here, first turn right. Your body now points about to the corner. Your hand is not to the side, it's more back. It's like to the corner, basically, okay? So turn right, turn your body more. Bring your foot in. Step out, zigzag step, open your left arm. Yours, because you didn't turn enough, you're more like this. So turn, so it's just the same, but it's to the corner, okay? Your body to the corner. And then for the thrust, bow stance, and now because you turned right, you can turn left. and you can use your body turning 90 degrees. Okay, at the end it points to the corner, left corner. Okay, 90-degree turn at the end. Okay, go on. Cesar is good. Reed is good. Miranda looks like good, I think. Miranda, when you bring it back, open your arm some more. Okay, open it now. Straighter. There you go. That's better. See? And then when you go to thrust, you can bend it a little bit then, and then thrust. But when you open it, make it open more. Okay, straighter.
Okay.
Bigger. Kelly's good. Ellen's good. Oh. Okay, Alan, you're not turning to the right enough. You're okay. Okay, so Alan, look at me. I'll try to do your same direction, I think. Here, look. See, my hand is back. See, and I pick up my foot. So from here. So if I didn't pick up my foot, I guess I could still do it, but there's some twisting. So I pick up my foot and bring it in. I stand on one leg. Don't stand up, but standing on one leg, bring your foot in. See, just bring it back. It's kind of straight back, but also keep the tip pointed in. Here it's pointed straight forward. Pull it back. It still points to the target, which is still, on the other side of that tree. Okay, it still points in. I'll do it this direction. When you bring it back, don't have it point forward straight ahead. It points in, like the ba. Here it points in, right? So pull it back. It still points in. Then you thrust that direction. It goes in a straight line, okay, to where it's already pointing. Your hand has to go behind your elbow, Alan. No. Okay, so Alan, you're doing something like this. You're doing something like this. It needs to be. I'll do it from the side. You're something like this. It needs to be like this. See, all the way back towards this back corner. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, big, right? And then you could turn back. Turn right, point your body at the corner. More. Look. Here. Turn it over, pull it back, all the way back like this. You have to loosen it in your hand now and to keep it pointed in. But pull it all the way, yeah, there you go, all the way back. So here's your hand. Your hand has to be back more than your elbow. Okay, it can't just be your elbow back, the hand back. Good. Okay. Okay, I think that's everyone. Yeah, I didn't look at you. Do it one time, Chu. Let me see you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she did not forget. That's good. All right. So, okay. So that's number one. We'll do number two, and then this is one of those ones that it's good. Then we'll do number three, which is a lot like number one, or similarly. But then this is a good one to do at home, especially outdoors. Now we have good weather, and you do from the right, from the left, from the right. You just keep doing it, okay? And try to make them, because if you do it just here, just a little bit of practice, you're going to do from the right twice as many times as from the left. So this is a good one to do from the right, from the left, from the right, from the left, from the right, okay? So that they get to be balanced and they're feel the same to you. All right, so this, okay, so the second one is different. We're like this. The second one, the number 1 is the same. Well, a little bit different. You go on your right foot and pull the sword back, turn right. That part's the same, and bring your foot in, but it's the other foot, all right? Then you step out, and now you circle down your left hand towards the corner, and you turn the sword over. You turn the sword over, and you bring it close to your body, and it's also pointed to the corner. Then, for 3, you thrust, your left hand moves to the right, you thrust under your left arm towards the corner, and then the tip turns and going around the tree and pokes from the left side, okay? So like this, okay? That's number 2. So the tricky part is then, from when you pull it back, when 1 is basically the same, we need to bring it, let's see, did we do this already in this class? We did, didn't we, did we bring it to our, we did before we thrusted from here, swallow returns to nest. We brought it down by our hip, right? And using our thumb to push it into our fingers. All right, so here we're going to do that similar thing, only it's going to be kind of level. It's going to stay level. It's not going to be by our hip. By your hip is like this and pointed up, okay? Like from here, and bring it down and turn your arm, point it up. This is going to be higher. That's the only difference. Just try to make it kind of a level circle. Turn it over. And it's going to be right in front of our stomach. Okay? So instead of by your hip pointed forward, we're going to be pointing ourselves to the right corner. It's going to point across our body towards the left corner. Okay? So that's the tricky part. And then the other tricky part is it's going to thrust under your left arm. That's the first direction. And then turn it and point back to the center line. Get your tip in the center line going straight. Okay? Well, let's try it. So we've already done the first one. So we're here. So the calling is 1, turn to the right, bring the sword back, and bring your foot in. 2 is to step out, turn the sword over, make a little circle, and put it in front of the blade in front of your stomach. Is it in front of your stomach? Yeah, in front of your stomach. 3, thrust towards the corner. Then your hand keeps going towards the corner, but the sword turns and comes back to the center line. Your left hand is already basically, you're going to, we've done this before for the slicing. We made a circle, open, and then close. And your left hand closes, and they end up like this. Here, the ending position is basically the same, okay, except the tip is forward, pointed diagonally forward instead of back. Okay, so the ending position for the hands, really, you know how to do already. In a zigzag step, it was also a zigzag step. Okay, so here it's like this, and instead of like this. Okay, the left hand still is doing that down and back up and close, back up, and make a little circle, close. Okay. All right, so let's try it again. So from here, bow stance. Here. 1, pull it back, turn to the right, look to the right. 2, step and look towards the left corner. 3, thrust under and then towards the center line and end up looking towards the center line. And palm up at the end. Okay. Again. Okay. 1, bring your left foot in and pull the sword back to the right. Turn to the right. 2, turn the sword over, put it in front of your stomach. Open your left arm down and step to the corner. 3, thrust onto your left arm and turn and point forward. Okay. Again. 1, turn right, bring the sword back. Bring your foot in. 2, step out, circle down with your left hand, turn the sword over. 3, under your left arm and then to the target, okay, in the center line. It's a little bit tiring.
So does your left sword fingers point at the middle of your right forearm center?
Well, let's
At
see.
the end?
It's just the same, I think, as you could do that. I think my fingers don't point. My palm kind of points at my arm, and I have sword fingers. But if you did it a little bit lower, they'd be pointing. So I think that might be up to you. But I think that my arms feel more like they're the same level, so that my fingers don't point there.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
when we do the hand form, like ward off, we have your fingers point at your arm, right? But you have a feeling of up and down, and they pass each other. They're not the same level. And we have other circles where they are kind of end up at the same level. So at the same level, you should feel like your hand's kind of at the same level, I think. This one doesn't feel lower, I don't think.
Okay.
But Rita could find out for us later and let us know next week. Okay, is this one easy? Is this one not so hard? It looks hard, doesn't it? But it's not so bad.
Your chest.
Yeah.
Your chest. When does it turn? When it turns to, to the left.
Right.
In the middle or at.
Okay.
Or,
So first it turns to the right. Then you step. Then it turns to the left, and then yes to the left corner. So at the very end, it's still turning all the way to the end.
It changing within the movement, right?
Right. You're like this from 3. You're still at the corner. From 2 to the corner. Then you start turning and shifting and turning all the way to the end position 3. Right?
Okay.
So on your own, do it. Remember to lift your left palm at the end. Have your left palm, well, this shape. There you go, that shape. So actually right away, let me see. You're already this shape here, see? And when you pull it back, it's still that shape. Then make a circle. Don't change to be straight. Always keep it lifted. Okay. Yes. How does that will feel different, I think.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of the energy going all the way into your palm instead of stopping in your arm. When it's just straight, so when you bend it a little bit, it stretches it a little bit more. Yes, it makes the curve, finishes the curve. Okay, so Alan, once you pull it back like this, I want your left hand to do this step, down, and then towards the corner, down and up, and then in again. This little circle, this little, a little curve like that, okay? It's the same in the slicing to the left. Oh, that's better. Okay, so Miranda's is good. Rita is good. Cesar is good. Kelly's good. Okay, so Alan. So here's the thing. You pull it. You're forward. You pull it back. Then when you turn it over, it needs to come really close to your body. It's pointed under your arm now. Okay. So you're not pulling it in close enough, you're over here, then you're not crossing. They basically cross, see? They cross. It's like passing palm kind of, okay? It crosses under your forearm and then uncrosses. Okay? So it's like this kind of a energy circle. Okay? Kelly?
Hi, could you please go over the gaze direction?
Oh, okay. I think we just follow the sword around. So from here, when you pull it to the side, you should look to the side. When you, well, so not totally, I guess. Then when you step, you should look to the direction that you're going to thrust. Then when you start doing it, you should be change to be looking forward. Okay? So pull it back and look to the side, and then look towards the direction of the sword, basically, where it's pointing.
Thanks.
Okay, that's better, Alan. All right, so let's do the third one, and that will give you the. So we do three times. 1, 2, and 3. When you practice on your own, you're going to practice basically 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. Okay, because they go back and forth. You know, the imposition of 3 is the same as the imposition of 1. All right, so I'll show you the third one. So if we're over here like this. We have to remember we went around something, all right? So we just can't bring it over here to this, pull it back like we did after 1, all right? You need to come back close to your body again. Close to your body, bring it back, go forward, but you bring the sword back, and then from in front of your stomach out into the corner. So you still turn right. You're going forward, turning to the right, bring your foot in, okay? Then step out, open your left hand, and thrust from the right. So 2 and 3 are the same here. 1, 2, 3 for doing this one movement. I'll show it again from here. 1 is to pull it back and turn right. 2 is to step and open your left hand. 3 is to strike. So 2 and 3 are the same, but 1 is different because you have to bring the sword back from the left. All right, so just try that by yourself. In fact, let's try both of these with just the right hand, maybe. Maybe both hands, without the footwork. So we'll just pull it back like this to the side. Okay, this is the end. This is the end of. Here's 1. We're going to pull it back. All right, so we'll start here. Pull it back, then open, circle down with your left hand. Turn the sword over in front of your body. From here to here. Okay, pointed to the corner now. Pointed to the left corner. Good. Then under and forward, and your body points to the corner now. Then bring it back. Pull it the opposite direction that it just went, and turn it over in front of your stomach and pull it back. Okay. All right. Again, from here, turn it over and circle down your left hand under your left arm to the center line. Then bring it back to the right again, okay? To the left, your left hand goes first, turn it over, then under your left arm. Then bring it back to the right, okay? Left hand goes first, turn the sword over, palm up, then under your left arm and to the center line. And now your body points to the corner. Then turn it back to the right, pull it back all the way to the right, okay? Left hand goes first, turn it over, then under, thrust it under, and to the center. Then back, both hands come back together. Going to the left, remember the rule, to the left hand goes first. Left hand goes down first and turn it over. Then it goes under your left arm and to the center. And then bring it back. Okay, so that's probably the hardest part. All right, I'm sure of these three, of the doing it 3 times. This going in front of you to the left and bringing it back is the tricky part. That's where people have trouble, okay? So let's see if we can do it now from, we'll do starting from here. So this is after the first one, okay? So then we'll do number 2 and we'll do number 3. So so right bow stance, right foot forward, okay. Turn right, bring it back, bring in your left foot. Step out, palm up, sword turn over in front of your stomach. Then under your left arm and thrust forward. Okay, then the next one to the right. Bring it in as you go forward, turn to the right and pull it back. Then then step out and open your left arm. Kind of level open and then thrust. Good. Then turn right, bring your left foot in, step towards the corner, circle down, then thrust from the left. Then from the right, bring it in as you go forward, in front of you, close to you, pull it, turn it over, pull it back, step out, thrust. Okay, then turn right, pull it back, turn it over, step, thrust from the left. From the right, pull it, bring it back the same path in front of you, turn it over, pull it back, step out with your right foot, and then from the right, thrust. Then turn right, bring your left foot in, step out, turn it over, thrust from the left. Then go pull it back and in front of you, turn it over, step out from the right, thrust. Then, ready? Turn right, stand on one foot, step out, turn it over, thrust. Then pull it back, stand on one foot, oops. Step out, thrust. Then turn right, stand on one leg, step out, thrust. Then stand on one leg, pull it to the right, step out, thrust. Okay, so that's how I want you to practice. And if you can do it outdoors, it'd be better. And I want you to feel like this. Thrust, 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 thrust. Okay? Just feel. So one of the names is poking the grass, seeking the snake. And the other is dragon. Sometimes we say dragon walking, but it's supposed to be dragon flying. So the way you're moving is you're just kind of like going like this, right? With your footwork, and you just keep going forward, okay? And from the side, from the side, from the side. Okay, so the dragon flying is probably better. I don't speak Chinese. I don't know the exact words. Do you know the words, Rita? No? Okay. But yeah, so that's the. We used to say dragon walking, but then at the beginning, Master Yang didn't speak very much English when he was teaching us. And then later he spoke more. He said, well, walking is not the right. Dragons don't walk. they like a snake. They swim through the air, kind of. Okay, so they fly, I guess. Anyway, all right. So I think that's enough for one day. What do you think? I hope you got some kind of workout. Tai Chi should be a little bit of exercise, okay? Okay, so we'll stop here. And good job. And keep practicing. And if you have any questions or you need any more help, we'll put this up on the website so you can look at it, or on YouTube. But keep practicing, and I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cesar.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Rita.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Nancy and